That's 9:30. Okay, the screen Westtown Apartments, if you want to unmute. And the screen JAI, if you want to unmute.
Okay.
Could each raise your right hand? Or anybody that's going to testify is okay. You swear the testimony you're about to give should be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
Okay, who do we have? Who are the two people in the Westtown Apartments? Screen.
June Hagler and Jessica Flores.
Okay. And then on the other screen, your name?
My name is Jay.
I'm sorry?
Jay Torres.
Are you Jesus Torres?
Right, correct.
Okay. Okay, so this is an eviction for a lease violation?
Correct.
Okay, who, Ms. Hagler or Ms. Flores, who's gonna speak?
I guess I will. Do I explain the situation or?
Yeah, you present evidence that substantiates an eviction.
Okay, we actually for harass, I have a police report where he was harassing me. He followed me. He also was telling me that he
Start
was
with the date and the.
Okay, sorry. Okay, sorry about that. I haven't had an eviction in this type of evidence or anything. On April 15th, 2021.
Okay. What happened?
I was approached by Mr. Torres outside the premises while here in our community. He went after me because I had told him that he needed to put the dogs inside the apartment because they were outside on the patio. He asked me where it showed on the documents on the contract, and I told him my assistant was in the office if he wanted to go ahead and ask her. And he closed the door, so I started walking to an apartment. And he followed me over there later on, like maybe 2 minutes later, telling me that he was gonna hash it out with me right there and then. That's the exact words he used, and I told him at this time I wasn't gonna discuss it, that we were going to the office. And I can show him on the contract. He refused to. I asked him to leave me alone. I told him at this point, you're harassing me, and I would walk away. He would come follow me afterwards, like nonstop. He said, we're gonna take care of this now. And I said, again, I'm not gonna stop what I'm doing right now. I'll meet you at the office if you have any questions. And my assistant's there, you need the answers now. So I ended up calling the police because it got to the point where he was just following me nonstop. At that time, he said, well, you work for me. I pay your checks, or I sign your checks or something like that. And I said, no, sir, you live here. So he left, he came back and he started videotaping me, telling me, look at the community manager doesn't want to talk to me. So I literally had to run to a vacant and lock myself in there. So that's what happened. The police went out there. I called my supervisor. She told me to give him a 24-hour notice to vacate. We hand delivered it to him. And Sylvia, his girlfriend, came in the afternoon, and we explained that what had happened. She said, well, he's not telling me that. And so we told him to just leave at the end of the month. So we gave him to the end of the month of April. And so they didn't leave, so that's why we filed eviction.
So is Silva Lopez, is she on the lease as well?
Yes.
Yes, sir. I'm here.
You weren't sworn in. Are you going to testify?
Well, they sent me a notice too.
Are you going to testify?
Yes.
Okay, raise your right hand.
You gotta raise your right hand.
You swear the testimony you're about to give should be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes,
I do.
I do.
Okay, now, Mrs. Hagler,
Yes.
what lease provision? What does the lease provision say that he violated?
It's a prohibited conduct, paragraph 20, which was threatening.
Okay, can you just read it?
I'm sorry?
Can you read it, please?
Yes. Hold on, I'm sorry, sir. Okay. Sorry, we're grabbing it really quick.
Okay.
No, that was the only one they gave us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's paragraph 20, C. Disturbing or threatening the rights of comfort, health, safety, of convenience of others, including our agents and employees, in or near the apartment community.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Torres, do you have any questions for Ms. Hagler?
No, sir.
What would you like to state?
I'm sorry, could you repeat the question?
What would you like to state?
Well, for the most part, most of what she was stating was true, with the exception of making it seem very, as far as like some of the wording that was used was not correct. I did not follow her except for when I did have the camera on her, which just shows what transcribed. I had it for my protection, which is also on the video, which states I'm using this as my protection as far as her protection as well, so that nothing can be misconstrued. So I did get that on video. So I do have video of what transcribed between me and her, as well as video that was transcribed between myself and the police interaction when they did approach me about when she did notify the police department at that time. And that was pretty much, I did send that information to the court at
You sent what information?
the actual video footage to JP1 El Paso County at gmail.com.
Okay. Did you,
And certain documents as well.
did you want me to look at them?
Yeah, if you'd like to, sure.
It's not whether I would like to or not. It's your case. I don't have any preference to see something or not see something. If you want to present it in your defense, then
Sure. Yes.
when did you email it?
I believe, let me see.
I found it. No, I didn't find it. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me email it. Okay, I found it. Okay, so
Actually, I apologize. I was not able to submit the video. I only submit. Yeah, I was only able to submit the pictures of some of the issues that we were having prior to this case. Well, prior to the issue.
why are these relevant?
Well, no, these were just, I was going to use this as far as issues that we've been having, which
Why
actually,
are they relevant?
well, they're not relevant at this point, no, sir.
Okay, I don't want to see something that's not relevant.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you, sir.
And you don't have the video. You don't want to show the video.
No, I realized I was not able to submit that because of how large the file was.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to say?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
May I say something?
Sure.
Okay. I work, even with the pandemic, I work outside. I work in a nursing home. I'm a manager, so I never stop working. My son goes to school physically now, and I was not here with that when anything happened. I came to lunch and I came out to the situation. So I walked through the parking lot to get into my car to go back to work. I never spoke to you. I talked to Jessica like a couple of minutes, and I told her, I don't know what's going on, but I don't have time right now. But she told me a little bit of what happened, and then because I have my partner's side, and then I said, well, we'll take care of that later because I had to go back to work. But she told me, you need to leave by the end of the month. And I said, why did I need to leave or my son need to leave when I don't know what's going on? Let me talk to corporate. So I called corporate several times, and Margaret never returned the call until like a week later when I know my partner already opened a case with the court. I'm not too sure at what extent I involved on this because I was not present. According to Jessica's, because we on the same contract and we live together. but I never refused to leave if I had to leave. But the thing is, 15 days, it was impossible for me when I work more than 10 hours every day and I have my son that needs to finish school in like 6 more weeks. And the school is a couple of blocks from here. And I wanted to get more information on both sides of what happened. That's why I wanted to talk to Margaret from corporate. When she called me, I was out of town. And then they want me to leave like in about 2 weeks. And I asked Jessica, well, I just signed a contract. And she said, well, that contract is not valid. We never send it to corporate because you were the only one signing, but Jesus never signed. And I'm like, well, okay, so put the situation between Jesus and June, put it on the side and you tell me, when are you supposed to let me know that I don't have a contract? Because I just signed it like a week before or 2. And you guys never give me a notice. So I'm a little bit confused on this situation, why I need to kind of pay some consequences that was not even involved myself. And if I had to leave, why they never told me that my contract was not valid for the next year? Because I signed it for a whole year. I was just missing Jesus' signature on his side. But when all this happened, they told me, no, we didn't send that contract to corporate anymore. So this month, when I pay my rent, that I always pay on time, and I'm a manager too, so I know my responsibilities. I see $150 extra fee for month to month. So I'm confused on my side and why I need to leave, why I need to be involved in this, and what's going to happen with a contract, that I have a contract, that I don't have a contract, and I'm confused on what happened with June and Jesus. So I'm just want to see if this is just one case or it's 2 separate cases at this point.
What a lease renewal was proposed? I don't know, understand. What is it about the lease? Just a minute. I'm asking Ms. Flores.
So I'll go ahead and speak. So basically on a contract, whomever is that's on it must sign the renewal, which was sent to them. We always try to send text messages and call the residents, reminding them of their renewal, because once it's the end of the month and they have not signed, and that means both.
When was the renewal sent?
I'm sorry?
When was the renewal sent?
It's always sent 2 months or 3 months in advance.
When was this one sent?
April, February.
Okay, so you sent him a renewal by her.
Yes.
And by him, and it was sent back to you all.
So we sent 2 signatures. Both signatures must be signed for us to execute it and for the renewal to start. Only Sylvia's signature was submitted, not his. We did contact them, and this was before the incident, for them, letting them know that Jesus must sign the contract in order for it to continue. After the fact that this happened, they still hadn't signed. So at this point, they had not renewed, and our corporate did tell us that we no longer wanted them to renew due to this. So when I spoke to her, I did tell her, no, you don't have a contract because yours is going to end at the end of the month, and Jesus never signed his part, so there is no contract. And that's what I told her. And I did tell
Lopez,
her.
Ms. Lopez, do you understand that?
Yeah, that's what I said, that she told me that, but I said I already signed it.
Doesn't matter. If only one signs it, it takes both parties to sign it.
No, and I do understand that, but she never told me before until this happened. Even if this didn't happen, I didn't get an advice that I had to leave in 15 days. Like, even forget about what we hear today, I never got a message, I never got a paper. You know why your contract was not renewed? You need to leave.
Okay. I don't. The lease renewal was never completed, so it's irrelevant. Okay. Anything further from either side?
Yeah, Mr. Pearson, Judge Pearson. Yeah,
Yes.
I just wanted to kind of go over as far as the issue that did occur, because basically the whole issue that was written out stated to me for the notice of eviction was that I was, she basically put on the paper that I threatened her. There was never any type of threat that was made by me, by myself, or anything according to that. Anything that was documented as well, because I did speak with the police officers, both police officers, after she had spoken with them, which also I have on film, which corroborated my story. And they agreed with it based upon what the officer said, that they said the same thing. So that there was no threat. They never issued me any type of violation or anything. And like I said, I do have that video as well, which I mean, I can show you over my phone.
Well, the videos, unless you're going to present them, I mean,
Yeah, I can present the video over the phone if you'd like.
you can try.
Okay. Yeah, how can I help you? Yeah, so I have it on video. Basically, I don't know. She was complaining about the dogs being on the patio, and she's like, they can't be unattended or something in the patio. But I have the door open. I was like, I've never heard of that. Is this a new rule? And then she's like, no, it's always been in there. I go, okay, well, let me see that on the contract. And she's like, well, I'll have it sent to you or whatever. So I was like, okay, fine. And then I was like, I was like, no, I don't understand. This is supposed to be a dog-friendly place. Right. So I went back there and I go, no, we're gonna go right now to the office. You can show it to me. We can look it over, talk about it. So, no, I don't got time for that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm like, what do you mean? You're the manager. All right. And then she started getting confrontational with me. And she's like, I go, if you're not gonna help me, then give me the owner, because I know the owner. And I go, get her on the line, and I'll talk to her instead of you. And she said, no, I'm not gonna bother her. I'm not gonna bother her with that. And I said, what? You're not gonna bother with that? Well, then I need to talk to you then, right? And she's like, you're harassing me, leave me alone. And then, I was with my account, I was like, well, okay, so what do you want me to do? Who do I need to talk to? Leave me alone, you're harassing me, I want to call the cops. And I said, go ahead and call the cops, I'll explain it to them as well. And then she, I don't know, that's when I left it, because I was like, all right, I don't want her, saying I'm being threatened or whatever. And then I came back and I was like, no, I'm not even doing anything wrong. It's my right to ask, the manager. She is the manager, to help me out. So I go, are you going to help me out or not? And she's like, no, you're harassing me. And I said, look, either get the owner on the line or let me talk to you. I need to talk to you then. And then she's like, I'm not going to talk to you. And then I said, okay, fine. Well, you work for me. So either you get hurt or I need to talk to you and get this squared away. And then the official, excuse me, I don't work for you. I go, what do you do? And she's like, you just met here, blah, blah, blah. I'm calling the cops right now. And then that's when she called the cops. And I was still recording. And then she ducked into one of the empty rooms because I was recording. And then she ducked into the room. And then I guess she contacted you guys. So that's basically all of it. And the point is she's just refusing to talk to me, I guess because she knows I'm in the right. Or I don't know what. But she's refusing to talk to me. And then she's making it kind of like I'm gonna do something to her, or like she's trying to make it spin it. That's why I had the camera, because I was like, no, I'm not gonna play those games. And then obviously the main man was there, the other guy was there, so I'm like, no, we're not gonna play this game. And I have it on video, so I'm like, oh, we're not doing that. So that's it. And then I left the room and I said, okay, fine, I'm just gonna talk to the owner. After that, well, I talked to the main guy because she left me, and I said, I'm just gonna talk to the owner. I'm gonna leave her alone. I'm not gonna bother her. I'm gonna talk to the owner. And we're gonna hash that out that way. Okay. So and I've been here ever since. I left her alone. So now you're here. That's where we're at now.
Yeah, that's pretty much the same thing you said, sir. Nothing got physical, nothing like that.
No.
I guess the only thing is she did call corporate office.
Okay.
And so I'm just relaying the message to you. You have 24 hours to vacate the property.
Okay. But that's gotta be because I think in the contract I have to, because I think before a sheriff could even do that, I mean, we have to have at least like a 30-day notice. It can't be just. I know, I get what you're saying, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay because I was gonna talk to corporate and tell them, because you get fees or whatever for breaking contract and stuff. So that was kind of the point to talking to corporate, because I know they have the number.
Okay.
And to see if we can get out of it, so that way
we're not breaking any contract or anything like that. So I understand. I'm okay with that, but as far as I mean, I can't just vacate the premises within 24 hours. I'll move all my stuff out. You know what I'm saying? So legally, I think I have 30 days for a sheriff's order to put a lock and lock me out.
Mr. Torres, how long does this go on? I mean, this is your conversation with the police.
Yeah, well, basically, they're corroborating what I was saying, that as far as what they talked to her about, it was the same thing. There was no threat ever made. There was nothing that the cops advised me, like, please don't threaten her, or here's a citation. They just said, basically, it's correct. What you said is what she said.
I didn't hear anything where they said that you're correct.
Well, that's towards the end of that's towards the end.
Hey, show where it says you're correct.
Okay.
Legally, with whatever I need to do, I don't have a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just letting you know, guys, so that way you guys aren't coming back here on something ridiculous. But I'm complying with everything. I don't have a problem. You know.
But yeah, that was just that's been relayed to you.
Okay.
She said you have 24 hours to vacate the property. I don't know what measures you can take from there.
Yeah.
Again, we're not the sheriff's office.
Right. Yeah, legality wise, you can't push us out. But yeah, I got you.
So yes, just
Yeah. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see if I can find that number. I'm gonna contact her, the direct owner, and then
Have you gone to it?
go with
No, not yet.
legality as far as getting out of
Oh,
here.
well, get to it. I'm not saying.
Not realistic. Hey, I'm sorry you guys gotta come down here. And like I said, that's why your name is Gary, right?
I'm sure I can find
Okay, thank you guys. It's 175.
that is all, sir.
Yeah. Hey, I'm sorry you guys gotta come down here. And like I said, that's why I go and I try to tell them, you know, I try to talk to them like, you know, hey, it's not your, like, it's fun, you know what I'm saying? But you know, it is what it is.
You do what you gotta do.
Right. I got that.
I'm not sure if their rules are they stay 2 hours to fence right away.
Yeah, I think it's a notice, and then after that, I have 30 days. It has to be a notice first. But yeah, I got to thank you. Be safe out there, guys. Thank you guys. Take care. And your name is Doug. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I'm not doing it fun. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, no, I can't. So I didn't. But at the same time, I don't want to be harassed either. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I'm not doing it fun. Yeah, I got it. No, I can't. So I didn't out of here, you know, correctly. 24 hours is not realistic. It's not a realistic time frame. You know. So, but you know, whatever you guys need to do, I'm okay with it. Well, I kind of want to so I didn't. But at the same time, I don't want to be harassed either. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I'm not doing it fun. Yeah, I got it. So what is it? Yeah.
Well, he just states on there that there's nothing threatening happened. That's it. He doesn't say. That's all he
You're not
states.
either. Okay, what is the monthly rent? Is there anything else you want? Anything else anybody wants to present?
Just one thing, Your Honor. He did come at me telling me that he was gonna hash it out with me right there and then, and I felt that was a threat. He didn't report that because that's when he came after me. That's the reason why. With violations, I usually I've been here for 20 years. I haven't filed evictions in 10 years. And at that point, I felt threatened because I told him to leave me alone and he kept continuing to follow me. And I told him, I will handle the situation once we're in my office. Out here, no, that way there's somebody else there. I can show him the contract because I don't have anything. I don't carry a contract with me. So I can show him specifically what we're going to discuss, but he kept coming back and then he started videotaping. And that's when I felt like this is really, really threatening for me, so.
Anything else? Anything else, Mr. Torres?
No, Your Honor. I mean, no.
What is the monthly rent?
Huh?
How much is the monthly rent? Either side?
Oh, normally
changes.
like 1,000.
Okay, Ms. Hager, what is the monthly rent?
Right now, currently, they're on a month-to-month, so the rent is 1,025 plus 150 month to month.
This month I pay 1,300.
Okay, is it 1,300?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna grant the eviction. Mr. Torres and Mrs. Lopez, you have to be vacate on or before May 26th. If you just didn't do so, they could get a writ of possession on May 27th. At a cost of about $205. The constable posted a door to voluntarily vacate. If she didn't do so, they could physically remove you from the premises. Any questions from either side?
No, sir. No, sir.
Yeah, I have some questions.
Okay,
Yeah, Your Honor. So, I mean, could we get a more considerable amount of time?
no, I don't have any discretion. That's the amount of time that the statute provides.
Okay. And then as far as, would this eviction notice go on our record?
Yes.
And then what about as far as retaliatory charges, as far as when we move out?
I don't know what you mean. What are retaliatory?
Well, possible like charges for things that didn't occur.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Fixing.
Charges like
Like fixing damages that we're not liable for.
you can bring a suit for that.
Okay. Well, you could tell me.
Okay, one of the things here, I'm not agree with not leaving, that's fine. Even though I just need an extension for my son to finish school, but it's fine. I will move because at this point, it's okay. I'll figure it out with my son too in school. I can talk to their teachers. The other thing is why I need to have this in my record when I was not involved at all. I was not involved on what happened between you and him, and I'm getting involved. I'm not saying I'm not leaving. I can leave, that's fine. And I said it since the beginning. I don't have a problem with that. What I don't want is this in my record because I carry this. I'm the one responsible with getting
Okay, so
contracts.
you both signed the lease. You're both jointly and severally liable for the actions of each other on the lease. Like if the rent is outstanding, you're both jointly, I don't know, say you have an agreement, each pay half. Well, as far as the lease is concerned, you're both jointly and severally responsible for the whole.
Can I open a case for myself? Because how can I get an apartment? I don't have family, and my son is only my son. It's not his son. It's only mine. And I need to find a place for me and my son. And if I'm gonna carry this when I've been renting all my life and I never have problems, now if I have this, where am I gonna live with my son? When I was not even here, I've been working 10 hours. In the last 2 weeks, I make 28 hours overtime because my job is very intense and my son is going physically to school. I understand we in the contract and all that, but carrying that on my record when it was not my fault, whatever happened.
I suppose you could have voluntarily left before the eviction, but you made a decision to stay. I can't, not everybody's going to be happy with the decision that I make.
Yeah, but how am I going to be able to get another place for me and my son? If I'm going to be carrying this thing that I didn't do anything, not even my son.
Okay. Again, that's when you sign on with a lease with somebody, you're taking on their responsibility too.
When I called Margaret to handle this, she never called me back. And then when I came back from out of town, Margaret is the supervisor. Okay. And when I called her, she never called me back until I was out of town. And I didn't answer my phone on that time because I wasn't a personal thing. So when I came back, that's when she talks to me, and that's when June and Jesus, they already have their thing going on.
Well,
so it was nothing.
April 15th. This happened on April 15th, where this is a month later. I don't know. Could have been some discussion before. I don't know. I don't know if they refused it or not. Anyhow, that's my decision. We'll email you a copy of it, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
I'm gonna end the hearing. Thank you all.